Yes, basically we are going to create the project that we are going to sum two numbers. So click on the file, new project, and choose Windows form. Let's suppose that, and give the name. For example, I'm going to give the sum, and then click OK. You people will get the form, and then we need to design the screen that we want to have. For example, I want to have two labels, three text box, and one button. So where is the text box? I can drag the button first. Let's suppose that, and where are label 1, label 2, and label 3, and then I need text box. Text, where is text box? Here is the text box. Okay, this second. The best thing is this, that you try to run the project right now. If I run it, the shortcut to run the project is F5. So now at least things are working. Okay, so then we will add the functionality. First we need to change this label. I want to have, for example, number 1 here. We will go to the properties. Okay, here we have for example, number 1, or enter number 1. So, and then for label 2, I can fix this property right now here as well. Enter number 2, and then here I can create this sum. So the best practice for the text boxes and the control are these, that try to give the name. Right now this is text box 1, this is text box 2, text box 3. Sometimes you can have like 20 text boxes, and when you have a big project, it is very hard to memorize or to just identify this text box for this purpose and this text box for that purpose. So if I give the good name, like here txt, where is a name, and like number 1, then at least I can see from the name that okay, this text box is for text box number 1. Okay, and then same, this is text box number 2, and then text box sum. So what I have done, I have just declared the name text number 1, text number 2, and sum. So my button, the caption or the text is also button 1. I don't want button 1, I need sum. So I'm going to change this text. Where is the text? First I will change this name as well. I'm going to give the sum. Okay, and then you people will get the error if you have already double click on the button. If you have double click, then don't change the name. There is another issue. So I haven't double clicked, that's why I'm going to change. And here I will write only the sum. Without doing any sort of coding, I just want to test it. The shortcut to run the program is F5 or control F5. I'm running, and here at least things are working. The design is looking a little bit bad. I'll fix it later. So move it little bit here, and this. Okay, any confusion, I will run it again. It's looking little bit good. You people can add background colors, lot of interaction. This is you need to do it. So what we are going to do, we want to get the number 1 and number 2 from the text box, and we need the sum. Okay, so for this purpose we have to double click on the code. I told you before this as well that text box always give you strings. There are two things, there are rakam, number, and there is strings. So even if you enter 5 is rakam, but text box will take as a string. We have done this example. If we are going to add 5 plus 2, it will give 52, not 7. Okay, so when we know that text box is going to give us the string, then we need to convert that string into the rakam, and this code you people can write in your notebook or somewhere else. So whenever you need it, you can copy paste or you can memorize this as well. Okay, so now I'm going to give click on the sum, double click here. So I know that my I will declare few variables. Okay, for example, int a, b, and c. This is also okay, or I can declare variable int number 1, number 2, number 3. It's all up to you. Or I can declare my own variable as well, int fwc. It doesn't matter. So this is just a variable name, like in mathematics we have x, y, z, and abc. Okay, so now I will get the value from first text box into a, second text box into b, and then I will calculate, and then I will display. Okay, so a is equal to I need to convert and try to write just only few words and then use the intelligence of the Visual Studio. Convert dot to int 32. What is the name of the text box? This dot text. So one thing is done. Now I will copy paste and I will get for B and I will change into 2 and this to B. Done. And of course C is equal to A plus B. Clear? So before I will give this value to the third text box, I want to show this in a message box. Okay, MESSAGE message box dot show, and then I will simply say sum is plus C. If I run the application right now, what will happen? It will give me this form. I enter 2 plus 2 4 and sum is 4. Okay, the 4 is coming very near to the colon. I don't like this as well. I will fix this thing and then I will have this same 4 in text box. This you will see. Okay, done. So I will give just one space here. If I give one space, I run it. 2 plus 3 sum is 5. It's working very nice. I want to have this sum in a text box. Like here we got the value from the text box, but now we will assign a value from variable to text box. Okay, and we know the name of the third text box is, what is the name? Text box text sum. If you don't know the name, it is okay. It's common that we don't know. When we have a lot of variables, lot of big projects, you can go and you can see the project name as well. Sum, and I will go and I will come here. For example, text text sum here dot text is equal to C. If I do this thing, I will get some error. You see, when you are getting red line, it means that you have an error. And we know this thing that text box always give you string, but text box always get you as well strings. And C is rakam, C is integer. So we need to do something so that text box will take string. We will just add 2 spaces plus this. It is just like a space so that your rakam becomes strings. Now I will run it. We will do very hard mathematics. 2 plus 2 is very hard, and we got it 4, and the result is okay. How to stop?